Ironman class of 2021. I'm back with another video. We got a question from Heather. She is asking about speed and distance. Should you be doing speed and distance separately? Should you do them together? What should you do with speed and distance? Number one, have a plan that hopefully incorporates both, or have a coach that's helping you. But in lieu of that, in my opinion, you should separate them. For the plans that I write up and what I prescribe for my athletes, usually I want hard days, no more than 2 or 3 hard days a week. For more advanced athletes, you're getting a few more workouts in there that's a little bit more intense, but overall, you don't want to overload with too much speed work, because if you do that, you can become overtrained, more prone to injuries, and not get what you're looking for, which is to train properly and finish your race and have a good race. So for my athletes, speed and your hard days, it's maybe 2 or 3 a week at most. The rest is going to be your distance and your endurance type of workouts. So the longer workouts, zone 2. And, when I say endurance workouts, it may be an hour at zone 2. For a long run, it may be an hour and a half at zone 2. It may be 15 miles at zone 2. So make sure that you're looking at the intent of the workouts. If you have a plan, or if you have a coach. If you don't, if you're kind of coaching yourself or something like that, this is what I prescribe and recommend. And it's kind of the I'm a little bit on the 80-20 rule, 80% endurance, 20% hard and speed work. So my workouts and my plans kind of fall into that. But if you're in a pinch, for example, I had an athlete that needed to do a 50-mile bike ride last weekend. So life got in the way. He couldn't do it. So what we're doing this week is, for his intense days, we're adding a little bit more, 10 minutes more for a warm-up. We're adding maybe 20, 30 minutes to each bike ride. So he's got 3 rides during the week. So each one of those, we're going to add a little bit more time so he can still not totally lose the full effect of that 50-mile zone 2 bike ride he was supposed to do over the weekend. It's not going to be a 100% replacement, but in his situation, that's what we're going to do to kind of try to get him back on track. We can't do that very often, but what we're going to do in a pinch, we can combine those. So maybe you do your intense portion of the workout, and then later on you tack on another 20, 30 minutes or something like that. It's not ideal, but it'll kind of get you there in a pinch. But like I said, I kind of go back to know the intent of the workout. Are you trying to work on FTP? Are you trying to work on VO2? Are you trying to work on your zone 2? You're trying to work on your strength. I'm very prescriptive in my workouts. It's either going to be speed, it's going to be strength, it's going to be power sets on the bike. It's going to be high intensity on the bike if you're going by heart rate or anything like that. So make sure you know the intent of the workout, but I would recommend splitting it up. Your intense stuff, you're focused on the intensity and the speed work, and you're only doing that 2 or 3 times a week. 1 hard run, 1 power set on the bike, maybe 2 intense rides. It's less impactful on the body. 1 good speed session on the swim. And the rest should be in the kind of the endurance zone 2 range. So I would recommend going no further than that. For advanced athlete, it would be a little different, but if you have any other questions on that, just put them in the comments. I'll let you know, but this is what I would recommend for your situation.